Hey everyone, how's it going? So here's the thing. I think I have been listening and watching way too many YouTube gurus out there, and it is hindering small YouTube channels like mine. After doing so many videos on YouTube and having experimented with almost every single strategy suggested by YouTube gurus out there, I'm starting to feel like I'm wasting a lot of my time here on YouTube. I probably am one of those small YouTube channels who listens to tons of YouTube gurus out there, which I'm not going to mention here, and I have tried every single strategy they suggested. And by listening to so many of them so often, I realized there are a lot of conflicting ideas and contradicting advice given by these gurus. For example, there's a YouTube expert who claims she will never do YouTube Shorts because it will damage the channel. On the other hand, there's another YouTube expert who says you should go all in on YouTube Shorts because that's the thing YouTube is pushing now. Or maybe this YouTube expert says the content I create is boring and it needs to have more footage, different environments, and all sorts of fancy stuff. But that YouTube expert says I need to keep it simple and just to make sure to deliver the core value to my audience. Or my personal favorite, one tells me I need to create evergreen searchable content, and the other one tells me I need to do trending topics if I want to get picked up by the YouTube algorithm. And so it just makes it really hard to tell who is right and who is wrong, and more importantly, who should I listen to if I want my videos to grow? I mean, I'm not putting the blame on them or anything. After all, in some way, I am indirectly saying that if my channel doesn't grow, it isn't my fault. It is those YouTube gurus' advice. It certainly does sound like I'm just pointing the finger at everyone except myself. But my problem with all of this is that it gets really noisy in the sense that I am wasting so much time doing all this extra work because I'm trying to replicate some other channel's success when I should really be focusing on understanding what my channel's audience wants. Like this video you're watching right now, it's not the typical video I have been doing for the past year or two, where often I would test something on my own channel and then I do a video on it about what I did and whether it grew my channel. Those sorts of videos can be very technical, it can be extremely time consuming to produce and edit, and it takes a lot of effort. But for some reason, I was somehow dragged into thinking that nobody wants to listen to me talk about my life experiences, and people would prefer if I'm some sort of authority figure who is a subject matter expert in something. Hence, I started doing tutorial videos and had some kind of imposter syndrome, hoping that something would take off. It did take me somewhere, but it plateaued real quick, and then I was stuck for a long time and I got burnt out and all sorts of negative things happened. And then when I get to that stage, I would create a video just to vent out my frustration with YouTube. A video where I just speak from the heart without caring about getting clicks or views. And those videos tend to get a lot more traction. So tell me, if a video that takes you about 20 minutes to produce is getting 10 times more views than a video that takes you 5 days to produce, how would that make you feel? And what would that make you feel about those YouTube gurus out there who tell you that you should spend more time creating one freaking high quality video rather than pumping easy to produce videos? Let me tell you a quick story. When I first started my YouTube channel, I was producing videos like this one here, where I'm just sharing my personal experience and knowledge, hoping to give value to someone who is going down the same path as me. Now, this sort of video wasn't something I came up with. It was something a big YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers advised me to do because that's what worked for him. But those videos did not gain any traction at all, and after 20 videos or so, I started moving to how to grow the YouTube channel niche. That gained a fair bit of traction, but soon it stopped, and at that point, I was told that my videos need to be a lot more than just talking hate videos. It needs to be more interactive, it needs to be funny, it needs to have entertainment. So again, that too came from a rising YouTuber who happens to have this discovered the secrets to exponential growth because, well, that's what worked for him as well. And I tried his way, it didn't work, I got frustrated, and I started creating videos that I think I enjoy, that comes from the heart. I know, it sounds cheesy, but this sort of video works pretty well for me. And come to think of it, I sort of went a full circle and I am back to creating the type of videos I initially created when I first started my channel. So does that mean what the big YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers said is correct? Does that mean the rising YouTuber is wrong? I think they are both right, because at the end of the day, they're just sharing with me what works for them and what suits their style, hence that's what they're going to suggest. They're not wrong for doing that. In fact, I appreciate the fact that they're willing to share with me what works for them. But it doesn't mean what works for them is going to work for me or for your YouTube channel. And the problem I have with these gurus is how they make it sound like my YouTube channel's growth is slow because I'm not doing what they're doing. I think there's a difference between sharing what works for them versus enforcing their idea into someone else. The trigger here is in the way they word their sentences and the way they share their method. So I think that needs to improve from these gurus. Now, having said that, these gurus are right in some way. After watching and listening to so many of them, there are things they have in common, and it is the basics of running a YouTube channel. So things like your title, your thumbnail, trends, audio, mindset, consistency, these are what I consider the basics of YouTube, and all these gurus certainly do give the same advice, although they say it in a different way. But at the end of the day, I think what's most important is you need to learn a unique art, at least to me. And that art is what I call the art of not giving a damn about what others say. Let me give you a quick example. Here's a YouTube channel that was recommended to me recently, and I'm so glad that happened because this channel is awesome. Her thumbnails look really simple, nothing too fancy or over-the-top Photoshop. Her videos are just talking head videos where she's just sharing her experiences and values. Her type of video is what a lot of YouTubers consider boring videos. Videos that will not get the retention and clicks and will not blow up a channel. But look at the views she got on her channel. I think she pretty much showed us there's not a single proven way to grow a YouTube channel. And I learned a lot from her. Her content certainly isn't boring to me. In fact, I find her super interesting and she inspires me to do that sort of content I love. If you watch her videos, you will notice that she gives you an aura, the aura of not giving a damn about what others say. So she just does whatever works for her YouTube channel and she succeeds. And I believe that is the basis of growing your YouTube channel. The first main point is to create the content style you love creating and not follow what others say just because it blew up their channel. And after that, we just got to spend more time understanding what our audience wants from us and produce what they want. That's something YouTube gurus can't teach you, unless of course you pay for their one-on-one consultation. Sure, I may be a lot slower than others, I may be doing it wrong, I may just be really stubborn right now, but I know for a fact that if I were to start putting way too much time and effort into one single video, then I will procrastinate a lot and ended up not producing any videos at all. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this time. Learn and master the basics of running a YouTube channel, then do your own thing in understanding what your channel needs to continuously grow it. There will be a lot of noise as you go, but ignore them and we should be fine. Alright, that's all for me in this one. Like, subscribe, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.